Oh, it's done. So we can check the tar balls into the temp. So we can check the size of the tar ball. It's a 605 m, and if I will check that our image size, it's also 615, something almost same. So it's a how it's a something like how can we ship how we can our image into the tar file, how can we convert our image into the tar file. So it's a one way. So what I will do, I will copy this tar ball into the dev, I will load it and I will create the container, I will test it is working, then same tar ball I can ship into the production or staging also. So there we can it will help us. And next, how to remove the command, how to remove the image. Let's check it. So it is removed, image is removed. This is the command for the remove the image. Now, like we can check that the image is not there, we can check. And now next section is like how to load a image to the from the tablet. So let's take a look of that also. So now we don't have the Duggick Linux image, and but we have the tarball. We put it in the temp. So now we will load this. So it's completed. We can check the again images. Image came with the same ID. We can check this ID. Like this ID was there in previous also. So image came with the from the tarball. Now next our session is like how can we take our image into the some other tag, and how to push this image to the registry server. So this is the command. We can tag our image to some private registry. I have a one private registry here, so I will tag it and I will push it. So it's tagging is done, and now I will push this image to the our private registry. So let's push it, this image. This is the command for the push. So it will push to how to pull our image from the private or public registry. So let's first we will remove this image. So that we can pull that image, and we can see that the image is pulled properly. So for that I am just removing this tag, and now I am pulling this tag also. So it is like we push the image to the our private registry. Now we are pulling from the private registry. So it will also take time because this will pull the image, and it will extract also. Okay, it's pulled image. So now we can check that the image is came. Images. So now image came with the ID. Now our next section is like how to pull how to pull image from the public registry. Like we have Docker Hub. Now let me pull the image, Docker pull, and I'm giving just tag with 04 1404. So now it will pull this image from the Docker Hub. So it's pulled. Like we can see that Ubuntu image is there. So it's 3 weeks ago. It's a build. Now we will see that what operation we can perform on the container. So let's take a look on. So this is the command to run the container. -I and T. For -I for interactive mode, -T it will attach the terminal to the that container. So I am just running our container. So now it is running. So if I will not give the bash or anything, it will run that script which I am running into the first script as a container. So it is running, and it is give like it is Tomcat is running, and now this is a catalina.sh logs. We can see that Now if I will do the control C, container will exit. If I will do the bash, so I went to the I went inside the container. Now I can see that Tomcat is available. Now Java also available. We can verify with this section. So now container is created. You can check that container is there, but it is not running because we run as an interactive mode. I am deleting this container with the rm-vf, v for volume and f for forcefully. So I am running this container. I am just deleting this container. Now we will run container with in the background. So for that, command is, let me show you the command. This is the command, container created. You can see the container with the docker ps. Container is there. Now we can check the log also. So it's a Tomcat log. We can see that Tomcat is running, and this is the Tomcat Catalina out logs. Take a look about how can we run command inside the container from the host machine. So like this is the command for that. ls. So it's like my work directory was opt. So this is the thing, and I can say like that also. So this is how we can run command into the container. Now how can we log into the container without ssh? So this is the command for that also. So now I am inside the container. I can see everything, even I can run everything. So this was the command, and this is the host name that I was telling about. I gave the host name TCL. Now how can we check the container list? This is the container list. I have two containers. One is registry server and one is our Tomcat. Now how can I check the states of my container? How much memory it took? So this is the CPU that it took 0.16%. This is the memory, like limit is 2 GB and 100 MB it is using. It's a net IO and it's a block reading, like hard drive reading. Control C, it will exit from that. Now next section is like how can we copy one file inside the container. So like I have a one var file, I will deploy into the container. So I can say cp, this is the thing, and now container path. So in the container I have webx path, like opt tomcat current webx. I'm putting this file inside that container. Now let's check the log file. It is automatically deployed into the container. So it's deployed. Some unreadable. It's telling some var file issue, like it is not able to deploy inside the container. Might be some issue about the var file, but it copied. We can see that with this command. The Linux opt, like we already into the Tomcat, so we can say current and webx. So it is telling like a permission denied. Okay, that's why it is not able to deploy the our var file. Okay, not an issue. And now how can we check the log also? Now how can we commit our image? So let's commit the image. So docker commit -p for pause. For the during the commit, it will pause our image, and -a for author, -m for message, and name of the container. Our container name is the Git Linux, and I am tagging with the TCL, and version is 2.0. So image is tagged. We can check with the docker images section. We have new image now. Great. So now some more operations like how can we export our container as a tarball. So let me export this container into the tarball dot tar version 1.0. Now container we can tag about the Linux same. This is the export command for the container. How can we get the container information? So this is the command. So it will give the some JSON format, and if you want to get some information related like IP address or some port, like I have a port inside the container 80, how can I get outside port? So like so this is the command which will give you all the information. Inspect, you can like it's inspect, so like a state how much memory and how much is there, like PID and all that things, image ID, some resolve.conf, hosting config, and some network configs, graphics driver, network settings, networks, like it will give the IP address and some useful commands, some useful information related to our container. Now this is the command. From there we can get the IP address. So like if you know the JSON, then you can easily know about that. This is a simple command that will give the section, like in the networking we are getting the IP address, and this is the command which will give the host port. I have inside 8080 open, so I want to get the outside port. So it should give 8080 port, but somehow it's messed up. So let me check what is the happening. Okay, it's 80 port is opening. Like it's I opened only 80 port, so I got the 80 port. This is how we will check that port and all that all the information related to container. Now some more operations related to container, like how to stop the container, how to start the container. It will take some time because it will stop all the process and then it will stop the container. Now this is the command to start the container. It started. We can check the uh, processes about the container, how many processes are there into the container. This is the top command which will give the processes and PID, how much memory it is taking, and TTY, all the information. And we can rename our container also. If you want to rename the container, it will rename the container also. Like I renamed with the TGL. We can check now, name of the container is TGL. Now if you want to restart the container, so we can restart our container like that. So it will first stop the container. In the stop section, same, it will stop all the processes and then stop the container. Now it start the container. This is the simple stop and start. We can directly include with the restart also. Now how to remove the container. So rm-r rm-vf, v for delete the volume, and f for delete the container forcefully. So it's a deleted container is deleted. Now you will not find our container. So we completed our demo. If you like my video, please subscribe and share my tutorials. Thank you.